morning, guys. This is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We're right here in the garden picking butter peas. This is the seed we saved from last year. They are doing fantastic. I mean, look at that this morning already. Beautiful butter peas. Can't wait to get them shelled out. Ms. Wanda picked them the other day. She got a nice shelled out about a big quart bag full, which we put in the freezer till we get enough to can. Guys, they're just loaded. I mean, look down through here. And I get asked all the time a couple of questions. First of all is, Danny, how do you keep the weeds out of your garden? Guys, there's two things I can tell you. Ground cover and getting out and working and pulling weeds. Because if you looked out at the end of our rows out here, you'll see there's stuff laying out there that's dead. We come through here, we pull all the weeds. I guess it's number one tip for a beginning homesteader. Well, actually two tips I'm gonna give for a beginning homesteader. First of all, get out of bed. It's 6 o'clock. Get out of bed, get your work done while it's cool. That is number one. Pick your stuff before the sun hits it. Pull your weeds while it's cool. You can do what you want the rest of the day. Get this over with. That's the two best tips I could give a beginning homesteader, is get out of bed and pull the weeds in your garden, and you'll have beautiful crops. Okay guys, this is the ground cover that we have in here. And we haven't come out here and swept it off, because when we pull the roots up off the stuff, we shake the dirt off of them and it gets on the top of the ground cover. We'll come back and sweep that off. But if you look down here, we have, this is a clover. Now, before this was a garden, probably 25, 30 years ago, this was a food plot. And I came in here and planted this clover like this for the deer to eat. And this is some good looking clover. This stuff is very prolific. It puts on tons of seeds, a fantastic ground cover. Wildlife love it, rabbits love it. If you have rabbits and you want to feed them, I don't actually remember the name of this clover because it was like 30 years ago when I planted it. But even at 30 years ago, it's still coming up. And we have it all in our back pasture back here. We have it here. I leave a few plants every so often so that it goes back to seed. Or if I want to harvest some seed, I can harvest them. So this is a beneficial clover right here. I'd have to go back and look it up to see which one it is. But it was one I used in my food plots because it covered, during the summer months, when deer need something to eat that's beneficial to their young and beneficial to them. It's very palatable. And it's a cool, I mean, it's a warm season clover now. It's not a cool season clover. But you can see it's very, it hasn't gone to seed yet. And it will, and it'll be just covered with seeds on top of it. Be little bean pods on top of it, just covered up everywhere. But it is a really, really good ground cover for feeding wildlife. If you're interested in feeding the wildlife, this is, if I can find it, you know, we'll put a link up to what it is. But, guys, I'm telling you, this is a great summer crop, cover crop, and you don't have to plant it but once. It comes back every year. Well, guys, I turned around and looked, and lo and behold, look at the peas. We have got peas everywhere in here that has got to be picked. These are Mississippi creams. And boy, do we have peas. I mean, they are in here everywhere.
This means I'm going to be sitting on a pier or a porch on a
yeah, you could be sitting
cabin.
You could be sitting at the pier out there by the water shelling peas.
Or if it gets hot, I go to the cabin.
You go to the cabin. You can do that. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Man, these are tiny.
Yeah, that's the Mississippi cream pea. They're ready. When they start turning.
You gotta be yellow.
You don't want them yellow, but turning like this.
They shell easy.
Like this. This is ready.
They shell real easy once they start taking a yellowish turn to them.
Yeah. These right here are ready. Kind of a yellow-white looking color.
Yeah. Man.
I'm talking, there's not a lot of them that's ready. but
They're
there's a
getting
few.
there.
In a couple of days, we're going to have a
We get that
5-gallon
one- we get
bucket or
that-
two.
Well, we get that tropical rain through here like they're talking about.
Oh my.
And we are going to have...
Look, we got popcorn
Peas.
tossling. You see that?
Oh, we do have some popcorn tossling. Yeah.
Got little ears.
Man.
Not a lot of popcorn, but we got a little.
Yeah, it's been 100 and something degrees out here. It just didn't germinate well.
But it's there.
It's there though.
These peas are awesome.
They're going, and so far we're outside the insect cycle.
Yeah, no insects yet. So if we can
none
get them,
yet.
this rain will probably bring some
I
in.
imagine it'll bring them in. Yeah.
The heat's got a few leaves brown, but that's normal in our heat and humidity. These peas are awesome.
Okay, guys, we're about finished up here in the front garden. We have tomatoes, okra, peas, butter peas. This is how you do it. You get up early, you come out, you get into the garden. It is just now 6:30. You get through, you go to the house, or you go like us. We're fixing to head down to the pier, and we're going to enjoy a few minutes of the coolness in the morning, sitting on the pier by the water, and then we'll take on a few more projects after that. But guys, this is what life is all about. It's about getting up, living it to its fullest, and enjoying the life that God has given you. Because you only get one chance in life. I don't waste mine laying in a bed in the morning. I get out and enjoy what God has given me. So thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.